Hey everyone, Dan with MacRumors, and CES Day 2 has come and gone, this time ending the night with the Pepcom Digital Experience event, and so in this video we're going to check out some of the more interesting products from the night. Earlier in the day, Mophie announced its latest lineup of battery cases for 2018 iPhone lineup, and one of the more talked about features of these new cases is that Mophie is finally allowing users to access the Lightning charging port. The Juice Pack access relies entirely on Qi charging, unlike in years past when the case would plug directly into the phone. Since the entire bottom is exposed, you can now access the Lightning port. The case itself charges via USB-C connection or Qi wireless charging. In fact, you can actually wirelessly charge both your phone and the case, but keep in mind that all of the power is passive at first, which will charge your iPhone and then the case. The battery case comes in a few different colors, and as I mentioned earlier, will be available for the iPhone X, XS, XS Max, and XR in the next coming months. Pepcom had a lot of accessory manufacturers on display today, which would range in features from attached folio keyboards for your phone, to OtterBox making cases with built-in pop sockets that can also work during wireless charging. There were no shortage of Apple accessories for your iPhone or iPad, but HomeKit also had a strong presence, and one of the more interesting products that just gained HomeKit support is called Brilliant. If you're not already familiar, Brilliant is a smart light switch that has a display available with tons of custom home automation options at your fingertips. Brilliant has already integrated with a lot of the major players in the smart home space and are constantly adding features to it. Some of my personal favorite features are the ability to check in on cameras throughout the house, use multiple Brilliant switches as an intercom system with a video feed, and of course control all of your tech with simple swipes on the switch. This product has been around for a little bit now, but the HomeKit integration is the new story here. Once the HomeKit feature is available, we should be able to dive deeper into this product in the not too distant future, so be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Another interesting product comes from a company called CoolPad. The Dyno, which is a smartwatch designed specifically for younger kids in mind, offers a fun, colorful UI and the ability to call or text their parents from their wrists. There is also an SOS button on the bottom right, which is by far one of the smarter features. How it works is that if the button is pressed, the watch will start calling all of the people on the child's emergency list, and if none of them answer, 911 will then be called. The company states that this watch is aimed towards 4 to 9-year-olds, which I understand seems incredibly young, but since the watch has built-in LTE, you don't actually need to buy your 4-year-old an iPhone in order to use the watch. As a parent myself, I'd be much more inclined to want to buy a smartwatch over a full-blown smartphone for my child. The watch offers calling, texting, and GPS location tracking, which is pretty much all I would want for my kid to have at that age, for an extra level of security for them and peace of mind for me. I'm curious to know your thoughts, however, so let us know in the comment section down below. Also at Pepcom was the inclusion of what I am calling Mega Desk, and it's one of my personal favorite things that I've seen at the show so far, but unfortunately it only works with Windows PCs at the current time. This desk, which is definitely not cheap, coming in at around $4,000 to $5,000, offers up a traditional electric sit-stand desk, complete with a built-in Windows PC in the bottom center of the desk. A wireless charging pad is built into the top of the desk, which offers fast charging, and of course, 3 built-in and attached to each other 4K monitors. You're probably thinking, big deal, I can set this up myself for a lot less, which is probably true, but the smart desk is still, smart. First off, we have the 3 monitors, which are all custom made to be one piece, and of course, you can work with all 3 at the same time and move various applications from one monitor to another, but dragging and dropping is kind of a thing of the past. All you need to do here is simply tap on one app and then tap another spot on a different monitor and the app is already moved. Even cooler feature, there's actually a sensor built in directly underneath the keyboard and trackpad that can recognize gestures, so you don't actually have to touch the screen at all. You can make gestures to swipe up, skip to the next page, take a screenshot, copy and paste, and much more. There's also a built-in scanner. Well, it's actually just a camera that can scan papers, but it's still pretty cool. I think this is still a pretty cool workstation, and when I asked about a Mac option, the hope seemed a little slim, but the company says they're always looking for ways to create that version. Like CES unveiled, Pepcom had its fair share of unique and strange, like this $1,500 robot that is essentially going to be a giant walking Amazon Echo for people who are lonely, parents who travel a lot, elderly care, etc. The custom UI that will eventually be replaced by the UI that Amazon uses in its Echo Show was actually pretty impressive, and I kind of wish they would just stick with that because the software is open source and users right now can basically customize what they want this guy to do. Either way, $1,500 for a giant robot isn't that bad if you need a friend, I guess. Furrion is back with its glamorous outdoor gear like a weatherproof 4K TV, a giant solar-powered battery that's actually running the TV in this demo, and a huge cooler that can run for an incredibly long time when you're out in the woods, and it keeps all of your drinks and food at the perfect temperature. You can also charge a bunch of devices too. Now, I'm not a big camping guy, but this would be the kind of stuff that I would want with me if I was to go camping. Finally, a real quick note, Sony brought back its companion robot dog Aibo, showing off the new version that began shipping in the States a few months back. It's adorable, it knows a bunch of tricks, and it's a lot less work than a real dog. And it's also $3,000. So that's been a quick look at some of the new and interesting tech offered up at the Pepcom Digital Experience event. Let us know your favorites from the show in the comment section down below. This has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.